What's good everyone, it's Zigzag here, welcome back to another GeoGuessr video and welcome back to my sponsored series with Western Union. Now for those of you who don't know, Western Union is a money transfer service and they have hundreds of thousands of locations all around the world, which means that they are very plentiful on Google Street View. Thus, the people over at Western Union have created challenge maps for me to see if I'm able to guess exactly where their stores are. And the last time I did this, I was able to get a perfect 25,000 point score without moving, so let's see if I can do that again. You can find out more about Western Union down in the description and also the link to play along with me in the video today. So let's see how we do here on the first challenge, headed into the first round. And first impressions, here we are. So Western Union here, and we have country flags here. I'm immediately noticing that this one should be somewhere in Peru. So we have the red, white, red flag design there. And oh, it does say Cusco there. Okay, so Cusco is actually one of the biggest cities in Peru. It's right here. So even without looking around, we immediately have some good idea of where this might be. Then again, in certain countries where you don't speak the language, or in certain countries where even they speak English, sometimes place names can be confusing and appear all across the country. So we're gonna have to check out the vibes here as well. And let's have a look. This is what the location looks like. I'm immediately liking Cusco here a lot though. It makes sense. Cusco is a mountain city. You got mountains all sides. And if we look southwest here, we can see mountains. And if we look northeast, there are also mountains. So potentially this is a 5K-able location, I would say. And look at that, Municipalidad del Cusco. That means we're certainly there. And we're probably somewhere near the historical center, I would say. So we have the Avenue Sol, which I think means sun, right? And then Avenue Ayacucho, which is another place name in Peru. So I'm feeling very good that we're gonna be able to get a perfect score here. We pretty much have everything we need here, and definitely cool that they operate out of Peru as well. So let's see if we can get in here and see Avenue Sol. That would be my first, oh, there we go. El Sol, Avenue El Sol, possibly the correct one. And there's Ayacucho, so we actually could be right. Oh, there's the Western Union. Wow, I did not expect that to be so quick, but the very fact that we had the street names and the city name made things nice and easy. So let's confirm by checking the angle of the road here. It runs northeast, so this is indeed the correct Western Union. And we are standing just to the west of it because we look east onto it. So I guess we're just outside this office here. And indeed, it was right there, 3 meters away, 5,000 points in the south of Peru there. Let's head through to the next round and see if we can get another perfect score. Okay, this one looks more challenging. So we got the Western Union right here, and this is older coverage. The pavement here reminded me of Portugal, but could we even be on a Portuguese island? I'm noticing some like fir trees here. That could remind me more of the Azores or maybe even Madeira. So let's have a look around here. And okay, we've got a Portuguese license plate. It's got the yellow on the right-hand side there. We have a lot of English, so it feels like a very touristy place, because why would you have that otherwise? And there we go. We got the Western Union, which has everything both in English and Portuguese. And I don't know what this section means here, but the fact that it says financiera means I don't think that's a place name. Okay, so this time a lot more difficult potentially than the last one, but I still want to get the perfect score if I can. So can we ascertain anything else here? Maybe over here we've got the place name. Not seeing it on there. Not seeing it on there. Does look like we're near the beach. We got more pictures of palm trees and everything there. On here, unfortunately, too low quality to really make out any place names. So we're gonna have to vibe it out here. It feels like the beach is probably to our south, because I feel like if we could see south directly with no like tree cover or anything like that, then it probably means there's no mountain behind as well. So I kind of like the idea that we're on the south coast of somewhere here. Maybe Funchal could be a good shout here. I could definitely see that being the case. Let's see with a quick scan over here if we can find a Western Union. And by the way, the angle of the road here is pretty much northwest, so we can definitely find something like this in the city, I think. There are definitely some angles that seem to make quite a bit of sense here. We are next to a park after all, actually. Wait, this kind of looks good here. Oh, this road almost? Wait, where do we see the park? This one here. Ooh, I quite like that. The road continues, but at a slight angle. And then do we see the Western Union? It might not be on the map anymore, potentially. But what's this? Should be a castle next to us, actually. No, I don't think it's a castle here. I don't know what that building is, but it looked really good here because you can see the road just kind of ends, and then there should be a plaza over here. It feels quite plausible. Maybe it's a bit further up here. Oh, Western Union. I actually think we found it. Yeah, I wasn't quite sure that it would actually be on Madeira, but there we go. This is, and again, a very remote place. So quite cool that they have one here as well. Although I guess with 500,000, it's only to be expected. And yeah, let's make our guess. I'm pretty sure this looks completely correct. And there we go. Okay. Took a bit of scanning there, but I think by my standards, that's a pretty good 5K. So we're on a perfect 10,000 score so far. Let's head through to the next one here. And wow, this looks like Iceland, doesn't it? Or maybe the Faroe Islands even. We've got a massive amount of black rock here. And I mean, language also feels correct. So let's have a look around here, see if we can work out the exact place. So our Western Union is where here? I'm actually not seeing it. Oh, it's inside inside this business here, they have one. So there's the sign. Okay, so you can also have them inside other like post offices or something like that, maybe. This is going to be a toughie though. North, we're in some kind of valley, not really valley, I guess, but between massive mountains or large mountains. Let's see if we can get anything. Okay, looks like we got the red Google car. You can just make it out. That's mostly found in Western Iceland. So things are starting to come together here, I would say. Now, can we get the town name anywhere here? Tolvun.is. So that's Iceland. Simi. Could that be the place name? I could see it. I've never heard of it though. So if it is, could be a problem. The ocean is to our north here. So maybe also up here we should be looking or something like that. I don't know. That's kind of my idea, this general area here. Okay, so west we have mountains, east we have smaller mountains, and north we have a bay. I think it's the ocean here. Hard to say though, actually. And it's a fairly big town here. We do not seem to have a road name here apart from this one, which I can't really make out. So it might start with an F. I'm not so sure about that. So this one definitely looking like it's going to be tougher. I'm going to have a little scan for Simi. Let's see if we can find it. Ooh, I kind of like this town here, Olafsvik. So let's check out the angle of this road, by the way. So the angle of the road is more or less east-west. So maybe something like this would make more sense. And we're looking for the post office here, the Postturin. I think that's what it is. I thought of this one because we do have a big mountain to our west in this town. And so, I mean, does the angle actually make sense? I think it does make a good amount of sense here. It looks pretty similar, doesn't it? But the problem with that one is we do not have Sendir is the other thing we saw here. Yeah, we don't have the right businesses, I think, unfortunately. So I'll come back to this idea if we can't find anything else, but I don't think it is here. I'm looking up on the big peninsula up here, and there are very few towns that are probably sizable enough for what we're looking for here. But let's have a look at this one. This is probably the biggest town up on the peninsula, which I think it kind of looks like. And this is the angle. It would be somewhere along here. I mean, the actual layout of the town looks pretty good here, so it is possible in my mind. And we'd have to be around here. We don't see that church, do we? No. So I'm thinking this is actually not there, unfortunately, though. I did kind of like the look of it. I'm going to say no. I've given everything quite a good look here, and yeah, I mean, this is the best one I found over here, of course. Still the same. Does this go off at the right angle? Let's kind of go southwest. Yeah, so it's not the right one. I'm actually sure of it. Like, this angle looked good with the mountain here, but just the other roads going the wrong direction is all but confirming that we're not there. So, man, I'd love to make a guess that actually makes sense. Oh, I just found a Postturin. Now, I would assume there are many of them here, but let's see if this works at all. So over west, we have the intersection. I'm looking here on this island. I've never in my life had around here, but I think it might have got coverage in Gen 4. So if we zoom all the way in, there's no Western Union listed. That's not to say we're not there though. Okay, so let's see if we can confirm it with what we see down that direction. So we have this one runs southwest, just near the Postturin. And oh my gosh, that really does work nicely, doesn't it? But it should be roughly in line with it. We'd actually have to be here. Does that make sense? I guess it actually does. We have the gap in the building there, and then there's theoretically another road over here. We can't see it, but I guess there is behind there. So yeah, I think we're actually there. I think I actually found it. I'm kind of shocked, but it does make sense. We have a mountain there. We have a smaller mountain here. This has to be it, guys. Oh my gosh. I did not think I'd be able to get there. At a last-ditch effort, check the island, and it actually was correct. So that's pretty nice. Next one here, we got unofficial coverage here. Okay, now things really spice up. Western Union, a full dedicated building here this time. And what does that say? It says Strat. Okay, that is a big clue. So look in this direction. I thought maybe like North Africa or something. This completely changes my idea because Straat is Dutch. So that will highly influence our guess because, I mean, it kind of looks like Curacao, which is a Dutch speaking place, but they would be using different coverage. I think I'm not going to look down at that. It might give away the answer. Okay, so let's take in our surroundings then. So we're driving right hand side of the road. That's good. We have white painted palm trees here. That's fascinating, actually. And we have red on the left of the license plate here. That's also just really interesting. American bar. Okay, so probably some American tourism, maybe. And I mean, in general, we have like kind of colonial architecture. It definitely reminds me of places in the Americas, potentially. So this is an interesting one for sure. Unfortunately, that's not legible. I'm sure it would be very useful if we could read it. But it's Israela Strat, I think. Something like that. Oh no, just Israel Strat. Okay, and we have wooden poles. The short license plates mixed with the American and Asian cars here. I do think we should be in the Caribbean. Aruba came to mind, and then what about this one as well? Probably one of these two should be the actual answer, I would imagine. Just with the Dutch speaking, I'm not sure how many speak Dutch outside here. Maybe Montserrat as well. We can come back to that though. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe some of these ones. What's it? There's one that's split. Yeah, this one's split, right? So could even be on the Sint Maarten side here. Could see that. Wait, let's just quickly check that because that's an interesting idea. So this road, if we believe the angle, is going like this. Okay, so that's a pretty decent angle, by the way. And it's this alleyway that's called Israel. Okay. The thing is, this looks pretty good. Like, the angle is really nice, but I couldn't find any with the right name. Okay, I'm going to abandon the St. Martin, what is this island called? Anguilla? I actually don't know what it's even. St. Martin. Cool, I'm going to abandon that and go for some Aruba action here, I think. So this angle immediately here looked pretty decent, although it should be fairly built up. This looks more residential, I would say. So maybe we just be like over here. That would make more sense, wouldn't it? Okay, so then we need this angle. It's not immediately downtown, and the road ends to our east as well. So those two things should be pretty useful in theory here, I would say. Let's see if we can see it. Ooh, okay, big clue here. I see Argentina Street, Venezuela Street, Uruguay Street, Paraguay Street. We're in the right neighborhood here. We just have to be. That's too much of a coincidence for this not to be what's going on. You know what I mean? So we should be able to run into some kind of Israel Street if we keep looking, I think. Okay, so over this direction, we have Mexico Street and, okay, Bolivia. I'm liking this direction right here. Oh man, there's no way that's not correct, right? Maybe it's a different neighborhood that has Asian ones instead, or, you know what I mean? Because we have like all Latin American countries here, from Ecuador all the way to Mexico. Ooh, Italy, England, Scotland. Okay, we're back cooking now. We're back cooking. Okay, so maybe it's a different side of town then. Okay, let's check out up at the north. Oh man, it should become apparent, but the angle here is the problem. I don't see this angle of the road that we need. Oh, we're so close, I feel. Maybe we have to go check down here again. It just seems too perfect with these country-named streets, but I just can't find any section where they're using, like, Middle Eastern or Asian country names as the street name. I think it's pretty much obligatory that we do check this one as well. It could be that they have just similar naming ways. So let's check out this. Ooh, what language are they even speaking here? No, this doesn't feel correct. I don't see anything that says Straat here. No, they're speaking something else over here, I think. Not really sure what, but it's got a Dutch name actually. Okay, we'll keep checking. Yeah, not really feeling it on this island, to be honest. I'm gonna say it's not that one. Curacao? I don't think so. But maybe it is. I mean, definitely they're speaking Dutch, that's for sure. Maybe they continue the theme over on Curacao. It's possible. Ooh, Angola. Okay, Mozambique. Okay, that's interesting. Maybe we are on Curacao then. Here's the problem, guys. That's not Curacao number plates, so I'm just gonna say no. I think we just have to go Aruba here. It's my best idea. I'm still very sad that I've not found this, but yeah, I just don't see it anywhere. Unfortunately, I'm just gonna click here. I spent enough time. Let's see where Israel Street is, and it was down here. Roll the footage back. I was just looking here, man. I looked at this street and this street and this street and this street, but I didn't check this one. That is unbelievable. No. Because look, they have different names here. I just checked these ones. I was like, wow, that angle is pretty good. And this one, it wasn't even labeled. Okay, that one was always going to be challenging. 17 kilometers away, though. I will still take that. So, got the right island there. And the final one, Dili Central. Dili is capital city of, I was thinking Timor-Leste, right? Yeah, there's Dili. Okay, let's have a look. Dili Central. So we should be pretty downtown here. And yes, we're driving left-hand side of the road. It looks a lot like Indonesia, so no surprises there that we're going to be in East Timor here. This one should be much more straightforward, I think. We're just going to be looking kind of northeasterly and downtown, and so let's just see an angle that makes sense there. Maybe this one here could make sense. Oh no, it's a little bit more easterly, right? Okay. In terms of a main road, I'm not seeing one that actually follows that. A little concerning, perhaps. We do see Hill South, which makes perfect sense for Dili, so I like that aspect at least. Maybe this road here has a decent angle. I don't know. Where is this angle? Dili's not very big, so we should be able to find it. And it said Dili Central, so I could only assume we're here. So where is that road? Maybe this one? Hotel Timor. This looks more like it potentially over here. Again, no, angle's wrong. Where is this, man? So I'll take a break from scanning for a second here. What I'm noticing here is that the Western Union is inside like a big shopping complex. That should be rather apparent on the map, surely. So there's like a shopping kind of street over here, to be sure. But then we're looking for kind of like hotel kind of thing like this, maybe big big shopping center. Yeah, like this, maybe this kind of area. But again, I'm not really seeing that angle at all that we needed. What's the name of the hotel then? Or did I just assume this was a hotel without actually knowing? Yeah, maybe it's not actually a hotel. Okay. Well, I don't know what to do then. CBD 7. Not sure what that means. Look, I know for you perfectionists out there, this is going to be a little bit frustrating that I'm giving up right now, but I've really searched what I think is like all the major roads that have this angle, and I've not seen anything that particularly lines up. So my thought is that maybe because it's unofficial coverage, the compass is a bit wrong here. So I'm just going to pick a kind of something vaguely west with like a big shopping facility, something like this. I think that makes some sense. Not seeing the Western Union labeled here, but like, yeah, I think I'll just go for this. It looks like this to some extent. Although, to our north, it bends around east. Okay, well, over here, you have some stuff that looks similar. It bends around slightly east. The angle is got some similarity to it, so I think I'll just try here, and we'll see. I'm not too confident on it, but... oh, it was the right road. Okay, well, I can live with that, to be honest. 4998 there. Just further down here, and there is the Western Union. Pretty challenging, because I'd assumed Delhi Central meant we were going to be here, but apparently this also counts as Central. To be fair, it's still within the city limits, so it makes sense to me. And there we go, 24,938. Let me know how you guys did in the comments. By no means an easy challenge. I like how they kind of got harder as it went along, even though that was just purely coincidence. The round order is purely coincidental. But again, thank you to Western Union for sponsoring the video. Check out the link in the description, as I said. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching to the end. I'll see you guys in a video very soon. Till next time, and goodbye.